we're back. Prop the mic. PTM, Monday, May 22nd, 2023. We got game 4 of the Western Conference Finals coming up. How's it going, Dave? Good weekend?
Yes, sir. Good weekend. What did we do this weekend? Well, yeah, we did a pod out on Saturday. And then yesterday I really wanted to pod, but I just had way too many things going on. So we got some picks out for the Eastern Conference. What was that, game 3? Again, total surprise that the Heat it wasn't a surprise that the Heat won, because the Heat have been playing better than the Celtics, but they just destroyed the Celtics. The Celtics just lost all hope in some point in the third quarter.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the surprise wasn't so much the Heat. It was more just the Celtics just giving up, just throwing in the towel. There's a lot of changes coming in Boston, I'd suspect.
And what did you think about the Celtics not playing their starters pretty much in the fourth quarter? What was it, 10 minutes ago in the fourth quarter? Everybody was out.
Yeah, not even. It was basically the entire fourth quarter. I mean, Smart stayed a little while, but Tatum and Brown didn't play the entire fourth quarter, right?
I mean, it makes sense because they weren't going to win that game, right? But optically, it's
that's it. I mean, that series is over. I don't even know how much we should bet on on game 4, because it's just it's not good. I mean, to see that was incredibly disappointing.
Yeah. But the positive news of the fourth quarter, Kyle Lowry goes into the fourth quarter with 1 assist, and comes out with 4. He honestly should have had probably 7 or 8. They missed a bunch of shots that he made some good passes on. But yeah, that was nice to get a little garbage time cash. We needed that.
Yeah, who would have thought the old man would be in for garbage time too,
Right. Yeah, guy who's battling the injuries, and they play him 15 straight minutes. That was great.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's move on to tonight. We got Denver at the Lakers. Lakers are -3, totals 224. This is almost exactly the same situation, right? It's although I would say the Lakers have a lot more heart than the Celtics have this series. Is that fair?
Yeah, I mean, when you have LeBron James on your team's in I'd say most regards, there's more fight, there's more heart there, though LeBron is very calculated and can kind of see, when it's checkmate, I think, and knows when to throw in the towel. So it's going to be interesting to see this game, how it plays out in the first half, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking about that. At some point, if this game does get out of hand and Denver has a 15-20 point lead in the fourth quarter, they're going to shut it down. The Lakers are going to shut it down, right?
Yeah.
So,
and I think the other side of that coin, you'll see the same thing from Denver too. If the Lakers come out hot, I think you'd see Denver kind of take their foot off the gas and say, all right, let's just take this back to Denver and wrap things up at home tomorrow or whatever.
Yes. Although keep it, if Denver's got their foot on their necks, they may not pull their starters out, because they got a week to go before the NBA Finals, right? The NBA Finals doesn't kick off till June. So
June 1st,
they could wait around quite a while. So rest shouldn't be an issue. But anyway, so so these 3 games so far, the Denver's won all 3. First game was by 6 points, second game was by 5, and the third game was by 9. So should be a close one again tonight, hopefully. All right, so let's dive into the player props. We'll start on the Lakers side. Who do you like from the Lakers today?
You'll never guess.
D'Angelo Russell.
No. D'Lo. I'm on D'Lo, man.
No.
All right, you ready?
I forbid
you ready for this?
Yeah.
No, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This just feels to me like one of those games that he's due to just shoot 5 for 8 or 6 for 9 from 3. I think, as much as you want to say down 3-0, the pressure's on, the pressure is actually kind of off, right? And I feel like this is shaping up the Lakers lost this series, right? They're not going to win 4 straight games, right? So the pressure is off, right? Now it's more just respect or whatever. And I could just see D'Angelo Russell going off here. He's shooting 14% from three in this series. On the season, he shot 31.4%. He's a career 36.2% three-point shooter, okay? In March, he shot over 40%. In February, he shot over 40%. In the series against Memphis, he shot 37%. In the series against Golden State, he shot 31%. You think he's going to continue to shoot 14% from three here?
Could be, but let's hear your take.
My take.
Yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
My take is I like his points at over 10.5. It's minus 120. I think there's definitely good value there for sure. His threes, over 1.5 threes, his line's usually is usually 2.5. It's now down to 1.5, and it's minus 115. He's 5 for 8 at home this postseason on this line, including both times that he had 5 threes this postseason, which was one game against Memphis, one game against Golden State. We're both at home.
Yeah,
you could get him for 3+3 threes made at plus 320 on FanDuel. Okay. I find it curious that FanDuel is not taking action on D'Lo 4+ or 5+. And I don't think the Lakers. There's lots of talk. They're not going to start him. This and that. The Lakers don't have the personnel to not play him any less than 20 minutes in this game. He's for sure playing bare minimum 20 minutes in this game. So I like that. You could put some nice parlays together too. If you're feeling this like I am, you could do like on DraftKings 15 points and 2 threes is plus 340. He's done that. He's hit 15 points, I think 7 times. I forgot to write it down this postseason. So I realize it's a gut play. The data is not backing it up.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have some. I don't see it continuing, and I think this is a buy low spot here on D'Lo for sure. With the pressure off.
Yeah, I mean he's got a 73% hit rate over the last 30 games. Some of those he wasn't on the Lakers. But yeah, I'm just looking since he's come to the Lakers, which was early February, he has not hit this line in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. So
that's it. Yeah,
that's it. So this is sorry, that was 5 games at home I was talking about. Okay. But this is a pretty good play. I think if I like the threes because that's really what he's doing. He's shooting threes.
Yeah.
And his shot selection inside the paint is really poor. I thought. Mm-hmm. I thought he's jacking up a lot of step back jumpers off of 1 foot, like shots that Jimmy Butler is hitting. But he's not Jimmy Butler, right? So I think his shot selection is really poor inside the paint. But outside the 3-point line, he's getting open looks. He's just not hitting them. So he took 3 attempts in the first game, 5 3-point attempts in the second game, 6 in the third. So he's, if he shoots another 6, he's got to hit 2, right?
I think he's hitting 2 threes in this game, dude.
All right. So I like that over the points because I could see him ending up with 8 points, 2 3-pointers, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the biggest problem is he's just such a defensive liability right now. Bruce Brown is working him. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So
but they need his scoring. They need that. If they have any chance of winning, they need LeBron dishing the ball and Russell knocking down shots and Reeves knocking down shots and whatever. I mean, that's their only hope, right? So I think so. Going off that, that leads me kind of right into my next play here. Unless you have anything else on D'Lo here.
No. Keep moving on, please.
Please, as fast as you possibly can. LeBron James, I like his. His assist line's up to 8.5.
Wow. Okay.
I still like it though. It's minus 110. He's trending upwards. Game 1, 9. Game 2, 10. Game 3, 12. I think he realizes that him being the primary playmaker here is the only chance the Lakers have to win. I think he doesn't have his legs, like I mentioned in the previous pod, or the energy to work inside, get to the rim. So it's a high line, but I like this. LeBron over 8.5 assists.
Yeah. I actually was on his 7.5 last game. I don't even think I gave it out on the pod, but I did like that a lot, and that cashed early. So yeah, it makes sense. It's probably the position for him to play where he'll get the most bang for his time out there, right? Like he
Hmm.
can run 3-point line to 3-point line, distribute the ball, and have somebody else score. So
Yeah.
that makes sense to me. I like that. Okay. All right. What
All right.
else? Anything else
I,
on the
yeah,
on
I
the
got
Laker side?
another guy I was fading earlier in this series that I've come around on, Austin
Austin
Reeves.
Reeves. Knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you on him?
Yeah. How could you deny he's the hottest player actually in other than Jamal Murray in this series, right?
Yeah,
In
for
terms of
sure.
consistency. Last 6 games, 21, 15, 23, 23, 22, 23. So he scored 20, a minimum of 22 points in this series, right? His
Yep.
line is 17.5. Is that what you liked him at?
I liked his PA.
Okay.
I think he's been the Lakers best matchup against Denver all series. That high screen pick and roll that him and AD run has been like that's been the one play in the Lakers playbook really that's given Denver the most trouble this whole series. So I think they lean on that even more here. And he's been super consistent. And I went to cleaning the glass. Game one, he's shooting 143 points per 100 shot attempts on 18.5% usage. Game two, 146 points per 100 on 20% usage. Game three shoots up to 176 points per 100 shot attempts
Yeah.
on 19% usage. So the usage is consistent. Points per shot attempt, points per 100 are like consistently great. And then his assist percentage also super consistent 22.9, 20.8, 21.7 games 1, 2, and 3. So that's why I ultimately ended up on his points and assists together. It's 22 and a half minus 105. So the rebounds were more up and down, though he has been rebounding the ball. He's had some great rebounding games. I ultimately like the PA here.
Yeah. I'm just looking. I also kind of feel like an undervalued part of his game is how much he gets to the line, right?
Big
So
time. Yeah.
last 3 games, 4, 5, and 6
Mm-hmm.
converted free throws. Actually, yeah, he hasn't missed a free throw this
Yeah, he was
series.
six. I
So
know he was 6 for 6 from the line
6 for
last
6,
game.
5
Yeah.
for 5, 4 for 4. So he's very efficient at the free throw line, and he's got a really crafty way of getting fouled once he gets kind of around that first defender.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's great. So I like that play a lot. I think that's a good one. Um, we'll see. I think I see a lot of people on his 3 pointers. You know, I I believe that's at 2.5. Is that right?
I think so. Yeah. Double check here.
I think he only cashed it last game because he
Yeah.
hit like a garbage time 3.
He's done it
Yeah,
6 straight, so I see why people are on it. Minus
yeah,
105.
but he barely got there. So I think playing the points or the points and assists is a better route for him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Agreed.
all right. So we also liked AD last game. Obviously, his rebounds crushed, his blocks crushed, his his
Points.
assists, his points crushed. The one part that fell apart for us was the assist. He only had one assist, which was
Yeah.
amazing because he had one assist early in the game and then got nothing the rest of the game.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about his rebounds tonight? The line's high. It's up to 13.5.
Yeah.
This series, he's been at 10, 14, and 18. He really was a force on the boards. But keep in mind, Jokic was also
Foul
out
trouble.
of a
Yeah.
good portion of that game,
Mm-hmm.
more than normal. So what do you think?
He had a good game last game, right?
Up every other AD.
So I'm just off him today. I
Okay.
just yeah, I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I'm
He'll
off him.
probably put up 7 assists tonight or something
Yeah.
crazy. All right, so we'll lay off of that. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to play like LeBron triple double or something tonight too.
LeBron triple double is nice.
I want to sprinkle maybe a little something on that just because I think he's obviously got a lot to prove.
Yeah.
People are talking like, does this tarnish his legacy? No, man, he's playing like
No.
first. He's the best player ever. Like
Mm-hmm.
Jordan was amazing. But nobody's done what LeBron's done. So,
No.
um, one more point about Reeves. Sorry, I missed.
Yeah.
He's also, I believe, a free agent after this year.
He's in for a big payday.
He's in for a big payday, but also this potentially could be the lasting memory for many people. So
Yeah.
he's got to go out there and kind of make sure people have a good memory of him as he
Same could be said for D'Angelo Russell. He's also a
Right.
free agent.
Oh, good. End up back in Minnesota probably.
There you go.
All right, let's move to the Nugget side. What do you like on that side?
All right. So I like, of course, I want to go back to MPJ rebounds, but it's juiced up now. I've seen it at minus 170. It's minus 150 on DK. It's not bad, right? 7.5. So FanDuel has it at 7.5 plus 114. Also, don't mind that. This series, he had 10, 7, and 10. I even like him, I think 10 rebounds for MPJ at plus 295 on DK is a very nice play here tonight.
Yeah.
So depends how you want it. If you like to play it a little safe, I think MPJ 6.5 rebounds is one of the safer plays on the board here, and I also like it if you want some plus money at 7.5 too.
Yeah, I texted you in the last game. He does seem to be doing most of his damage in the second half. Remember that line was 6.5. It was like what, minus 110 or something last game, somewhere around there.
Yeah, minus 118 something. Yeah.
At halftime, he had 2 rebounds. The live line was 5.5 rebounds plus 135. So that's another approach. If you're worried about how he's going to come out of the gates, then wait till halftime and put it in there, and you'll probably get better value.
That's only been a recent trend, though. If you look historically, he's actually first. It's actually better in the first half. If you went back to that Phoenix series and look at his first and second half splits, he was much better in the first half. So I don't know. I see that. Yeah. I see that point, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, remember we were giving out picks for him first quarter rebounds. So
yeah.
So yes, I hear you on the rebounds. What I like better for him, I don't know if you were going to go this direction, but I like his RA tonight.
I saw you. What do you have? 6 assists last game?
Yeah, he had 6 assists last game. His line for assists is 1.5, so pretty low. He's not an assist guy, but if you look at his last 6 games, 4, 2, 0, 2, 3, 6. So I think that's a nice way of basically playing the rebound, the 6.5 rebounds.
Interesting.
Bringing that down from minus 150 to 8.5 RA is minus 120.
Interesting, Dave.
I think it's a really interesting way to do it. I think he could put up 3 or 4 assists, then only need 5 rebounds to clear this. Or he could put up a donut on the assists and clear this just with rebounds. So I think I think it actually gives you more flexibility and is actually at a better price. So minus 120, 8.5 RA.
Very smart. I like that.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Who else? Let's go to Murray. What do you got? Anything on Murray tonight?
I got one. I liked his steals. Over 1.5 steals. It's plus 115 on DK, minus 105 on FanDuel. I noticed that his steal metrics on cleaning the glass. I go into the game logs on there and see steal percentage and whatnot, and his was popping off to me. So that made me dig into it. Last 4 games, 2, 4, 3, 4. And you can get plus money on 2 steals. I just think he's out to prove the haters wrong. He's just got a chip on his shoulder. No one's talking about them. I think he goes out and gets 2 steals tonight.
Yeah. I if you recall on the show last time, I was on his 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And that was minus, I think, 120, 130. It's around there again today, maybe even a little more. It might be closer to 140, minus 140. But you can also tack a steal onto that and get it to plus money. So 4 rebounds, 5 assists,
very nice.
1 steal is plus money. If you're worried about the assists, because he does often get to 5 assists, you can also bring the assist down to 4 assists. You could do 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. That'll put you around minus 120, minus 125, something like that. So
very safe play. I like that.
It's a very safe
3-leg parlay. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm more of a fan of the 2-leg parlay because you generally get burned by 1 leg. Yeah. But yeah, I like the 2 steals. I think that's nice. I think the Lakers are going to be forcing some things tonight. And I think Murray is just operating at like a top 5 player level right now.
He is.
All right,
This
so
this Heat. It's early to get into, but this Heat Nuggets finals is going to be super exciting. I'm super pumped for it.
it's a weird one. Like people are going to come out of the gate and say the Nuggets are going to win 4-0, but the reality is,
No, Nuggets will win. Nuggets going to win the championship, but I see it being a 4-2 series. But we digress to get ahead of ourselves.
it's hard to not think about it because these series are basically over. But I'm hoping that one of these two teams wins tonight or tomorrow, and that
Yeah,
we just so we get more basketball before the finals. So,
yeah.
all right, who else do you have on the Nugget side?
We're going back to Uncle Jeff.
Uncle Jeffy.
Uncle Jeff.
I gave you
made 3.
I gave you a challenge last
Yeah.
game, and you
Yes.
delivered.
I
So
did.
gotta go back to it. 1-3 for Uncle Jeff.
1-3 plus 115. He's done in 2 of the 3 games against the Lakers. 4 of 6 on the road this postseason. Aaron Gordon did not play a single minute in the fourth quarter of the last game. Jeff Green was playing a lot. He's good for that one corner. It was a really big 3 that he hit in the game.
Yes.
It was and I think that's what he's on this that's what he's on this team for, is to, like, in these postseason games, come in, spread the floor, and give them 1-3, and I think he's going to do it again tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I think he was also out there in place of Jokic a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of funny watching Jokic and Jeff Green and Michael Porter Jr. trying to stop Anthony Davis. It's just like so undersized, don't have the experience guarding that. Yeah, I'm looking. He's all right. So in this series, basically every game in the playoffs, almost every game in the playoffs, he gets 2 3-point attempts.
Yep.
So you're basically looking for him to shoot 50%. That's higher than what he hits, but so I would not advise a big play on this one. I would sprinkle a little something, but I do like it because it's going to be fun when that one shot goes up. It'll be fun to watch it go in.
Yes, yeah, and you'll get a couple chances at it, and
yeah, probably too. All right, cool. Anything on Bruce Brown tonight?
Yes, that was my last play.
Okay, go for it.
Bruce Brown over 11.5 points, minus 120. Was that yours too?
Yeah,
It's five straight games. Good.
No, it seems a little too obvious, but I think sometimes you just gotta go with the hot hand, right? And he's clearly got a good matchup. 7 for his last 10, 5 for his last 5. In this series, 16, 12, and 15. So other than game 2, he's just crushing this. I looked at his par, I looked at his PR, his PA. The points was definitely the best value.
Yeah, he's I think especially if you look, the way they played, Murray put up the 30 spot in the first half. They held him to 37 points in the second half, and KCP and Bruce Brown, they picked up a lot of that because they were really focusing on not letting Murray continue to beat them, and that was opening up shots for Brown and KCP. So I would even go to KCP here too a little bit, but yeah, I ended up landing on Brown as the play over 11.5 points.
Yeah, that was my play too. All right,
nice.
That one's solid. Nothing on Jokic tonight, huh?
No, steering clear. The numbers are high. He got into some foul trouble. He came out like a beast though. And when he rested those 7 minutes, he just came out like guns blazing. He was fun to watch in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I texted Tom probably at the end of the third quarter, and I was like, the Lakers were making a run. Everybody thought the Lakers were going to win, and I was like, Tom, Nuggets money line right now is like great value. I was like, Jokic is going to come in and turn this thing around, and that's exactly what happened. I didn't think he was going to come in to start the fourth quarter. Thought he'd come in maybe like 2 or 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, but right out of the jump, he just took care of business. So
that was awesome.
That's always, we don't really talk about live betting too much on this, but my favorite team to focus on live betting for is the Denver Nuggets, because the differential when Jokic is on the floor and off the floor is, I think it was the biggest difference for any player, any team in the league.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Right. So
probably him and Luka, probably the two. Yeah.
Basically, the strategy is wait for him to come out of the game,
Mm-hmm.
let the other team catch up, and then right before he comes back in the game, you jump on Denver
So you think
to
the
win the
books are not
quarter.
properly accounting for Jokic's just already tremendous impact?
He defies math.
He does.
All right, cool. So yeah, I didn't have any other picks. You covered a couple of mine. What so you're picking Denver to win tonight, or you think the Lakers will scrap this one out?
um, I'm gonna go with I think Denver ends up winning tonight. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a close game. I could see some nice scoring from D'Lo, my man D'Lo now. Uh,
It's 5 3-pointers tonight.
I think so, and yeah, but I think it's just when Denver wants, they never get rattled. They
Yeah.
never are on their toes. They're just and yeah, you have to keep scoring with them, and the Lakers have not done a good job of keeping up with them. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, Denver's deeper.
yeah.
All right, so that I
What's your
think you're
what's your
right.
feel? What's your feel?
If I had to make a pick, I would take Denver plus the 3 points. I think that's nice. I think it's always good to get like a full possession or even a possession and a half would be ideal.
Mm-hmm.
In case the Lakers win on like a buzzer beater or something like that. That could happen. But I'm rooting for the Lakers tonight, even though I like Denver more than LA. I just want this to go to a game
Yeah, let's
5.
get another. Let's get
Yeah, we
some more
need. We're
games
going to
here.
be bored the next week, right?
I know.
So we need another game. So let's go Lakers.
All right.
All right, cool, man. Thanks. Good stuff, and we'll get some picks up on Twitter and enjoy the game tonight.
All right. Nice work.
All right.
Bye.